Hello and welcome back all my Dragon Ball theorists. One of the most anticipated arcs that many fans are looking forward to is finally the exploration of the Demon Realm in Dragon Ball Super. I have a story today exploring this realm and their god hierarchy, but before I talk about the rise of Umeshu, the demon god of destruction, I would like to set up this story with a little background information on this mysterious realm that even the gods can't see into. Whether the current arc in the manga starts to explore this realm, since Moro could be considered a demon or Baphomet, remains to be seen. Moro is an ancient sorcerer and is conquering the universe with the use of his magic, and it does make me ask the question, are we finally going to open a portal or break the seal to the demon realm? Unleashing evil that has been sealed away since a time before time. As we know in DBZ, Babidi was also a wizard and had unique magic that also granted him access to the demon realm. This is where Babidi was able to recruit Deborah, who would go on to serve him for over 300 years as he was plotting to revive Majin Buu. One important thing to realize, and many make the mistake of thinking that Deborah is the strongest in the demon realm. Yes, he is the strongest demon or immortal being, so he ruled over other demons as their king. However, he isn't a god, and when we look at what the demon realm is, we know it is the opposite of the known universe. It contains evil gods that were cast out and dark magic that hasn't been revealed yet in Dragon Ball. What do I mean by the evil gods cast out? Well, the demon realm is located at the bottom or has been stated the edge of the universe. It's separate from heaven, hell, and the known mortal universe. It is a completely different plane of existence. As we know, all the Kais are born from the divine fruit of the Shinjin tree. This is why they are truly gods, as they are born divine beings. They are the creation gods of the universe. However, every so often, a Kai is born with a demonic heart, one of pure evil intent. Then it must be sent to the demon realm. What is interesting is there's already natural balance to the universe. However, this natural balance was disrupted. A new god hierarchy has been put in place. As we know, we have the Supreme Kai, who is responsible for creation and life in the universe. Then he shares a life link with a god of destruction, whose purpose is to destroy, which gives us balance. Beerus and all these gods of destructions aren't born divine beings. They are mortals who ascend into this godly position, and this is how it has been since time immemorial. However, the godly Shinjin tree already offered natural balance by bearing evil demonic fruit. This was the natural divine way of offsetting these gods of creation. So why was it changed? Why is the natural method of balance wrong? Why appoint mortals to do God's work and destroy? The answer is simple. It is because they wanted a level of control that wasn't pure evil. However, you can only defy the natural order of balance in the universe for so long and hope to keep sealed away what should be keeping that balance. So now I present to you a story of how the time has come for the demon realm to come back as the natural order of balance. The rise of Umeshu, the demon god of destruction. Here we are, 80 million years before age, long before the Elder Kai was sealed in the Z-Sword by Beerus. He was the acting Supreme Kai and highly respected for his knowledge and understanding of the universe. Currently, he is awaiting the Divine Tree to bear a golden fruit, and the Shinjin Tree is being overseen by one of the Kais on this homeworld who monitors the growth of its fruit. All the fruit it bears eventually becomes Kais, but when a golden fruit ripens, it signifies the automatic birth of a new Supreme Kai. Except on this day, the expected golden fruit would turn dark and send a shockwave out into the universe. Immediately, the North, South, East, and West Kai feel this ripple in space and realize something has gone terribly wrong. Even Whis senses this unpleasant flow of energy back on Beerus' planet. The Supreme Kai heads towards the Divine Shinjin Tree, and to his horror, he realizes that for the first time ever, a golden fruit has turned dark. In the past, many generations of Kais could be born, and then the Divine Tree would give birth to a demonic seed. It would cast out all of its negative energy in a demonic fruit. Then the Kais would gather and perform the ritual, sending this soon-to-be evil Kai to the demon realm to be sealed. It required all the Kai's power to perform the ritual because demonic fruit didn't happen very often. So the power inside of them, if they were allowed to stay and become Kais, would possess energy far greater than any of them. However, today, finally, for the first time, a golden fruit has turned dark with evil intent. We now are witnessing the first Makaioshin, and the dark power seeping out is sending ripples across the universe. The Supreme Kai telepathically messages the Kais to come immediately. He also goes to seek out Whis and alert him that the first Makaioshin is being born, and to tell the Grand Priest. Now back on the Kai homeworld, the Shinjin Tree shakes with dark energy pulsing out from it as the first Makaioshin awaits to be born. All the Kais and then finally the Grand Priest arrive. Normally a matter like this would be solely left up to the Kais, but since it's the first Makaioshin, This is a matter of the highest importance, and the Grand Priest's power will also be needed to seal away this dark power. As you know, the Grand Priest monitors the 18 universes, and all of them have a demon realm. However, when a dark power like the first Makaioshin is born, it is a threat to everything and must be properly sealed. All the Kais start chanting, beginning the ritual in the language of the gods, Ebdeleus one tieg live fo eth enevid eert, which means, be sealed now, great evil of the divine tree. As this chant continues, the Grand Priest holds the seed in his hand and it begins to glow. Finally, after several minutes, the Grand Priest says, "Open now, world of the demons, and take your child from us." Then a ripple in space appears and a demonic seed rises up and is consumed by it. The dark energy vibrations cease immediately and all is restored in the universe. The Supreme Kai thanks everyone and the Grand Priest for his help in this matter, to which he responds, "It was my pleasure, and despite its evil intent, it's always good to witness new life as it is the natural way of the universe." As everyone leaves, the Supreme Kai stares at the divine tree and realizes perhaps it could be a while till a new golden fruit is born, that he will have to remain Supreme Kai for a little longer, and then wonders how the demon realm will receive their first Makaioshin, the first demonic Supreme Kai. Now we go into the Dark World, where magic makes more sense than science. It functions completely on its own set of rules and even energy. This dark energy is known as Kiri and is the source of all demonic powers in this realm. So when demonic fruit from the divine tree is sent to the demon realm, it must soak in this dark energy in order for it to turn into a Makai. So when the first demonic golden fruit arrived, the current Makais knew that it was only a matter of time where they could potentially seek justice out not just on the mortal universe, but the heavens and the gods. These demonic Kai's battle powers are far greater than Dabura, who was a feared fighter in the Buu saga. So when Babidi accessed this demon realm with his dark magic he learned from Bibidi, he sought the king of demons to help him in his cause and couldn't control an actual demon god or use them for his sinister plan to resurrect Majin Buu. Babidi actually feared the demon Kais greatly because of how evil their intent and ambitions are. So when Dabura left to serve Babidi for over 300 years, he had a lieutenant that served alongside him in this demon realm. This lieutenant Dabura would crown the Prince of Demons to rule in his place while he was gone. He was an extremely lethal and cunning demon, and Dabura kept him close to his side because he actually feared he would gain enough power to overthrow him one day. This Prince of Demons was known by the name Umeshu. So millions of years passed from the arrival of the Dark Golden Fruit as the Demon Kais waited for their master to be born. Prince Umeshu was relentless in the absence of Dabura to gain more power to make sure that when he returned, he was strong enough to defeat him and that wizard Babidi. So for over 300 years he trained and fought, but now it wasn't Dabura that he should worry about overthrowing, it was those evil Kais themselves. He hated them, but at the same time envied their magic. You see, the Demon Kais are actual gods, and it isn't just their battle power that is feared, but their ability to manipulate matter and space around them. They have creation powers like the Kais, so they can create and do all types of strange techniques with their dark magic, a type of power that is feared by any mortal, even if you are a demon. All the dark Kais were gathered and funneling energy into the seed that they have gathered, and finally, the Makaioshin mechikabura is born. When a Kai is born, they are born as an adult, and since it took so long for the first Makaioshin to drink in the power of the demon realm to come forth, he has arrived in an elder state, just like we saw from the Elder Kai, who was sealed in the Z-Sword for millions of years. Youth has left the Makaioshin, but his power is still like nothing ever felt before, as he is now the greatest evil to ever be born. Most of the Dark Kais rejoice, but there is some skepticism from one of them. He blurts out, "Millions of years wasted on this? This is supposed to be our Dark Lord to help the demon world rise up once again?" The Dark Kai laughs, and in an instant, Mechikabura annihilates him in a single blast, destroying another Dark God easily with his power. The remaining Dark Kais are stunned and say, "So this is the power of the Dark Lord of Lords." Mechikabura smirks and says, "While you might be impressed, it took so long for me to be freed, I must restore my youth in order for us to set up the proper god hierarchy. If I have my youth restored, not only will I have my full power, but I can create a soul link with a demon, and the first demon god of destruction will be born." Mechikabura asks, "While in my slumber, did you retrieve the Dark Dragon Balls?" "Yes, it was done, my lord, and now Dark Shenron will be summoned." The Dark Lord states, "I only want the power of my youth to be restored." Even though Dark Shenron can grant any wish, because of the amount of power required, it actually takes him some time to restore his youth. To which Mechikabura states, "Fine, do it as fast as you can." Once his power and youth is finally achieved, the greatest evil has finally arrived. Now Mechikabura says to his children, bring me the strongest demon. His name is Umeshu. The Makaioshin opens up a portal in the sky to which they go to confront the Prince of Demons and bring him back to their master. Prince Umeshu asks, so you Dark Kais have finally come for me. What are you doing over there? I sense the awakening of an even greater evil. They respond, that is our new Dark Lord of Lords. He is the Makaioshin and his power has fully been restored, so now he seeks you to fulfill his plan. Prince Umeshu thinks to himself for a moment and knows that despite years of training and attaining power that could easily handle Deborah, he still worries of the Dark Kai's magic, and now they have an even greater power. Looks like his choices are limited, so Umeshu agrees and goes through the portal to meet this Makaioshin. Upon arriving, Mechikabura says, so you are the Prince of Demons, why are you not their king? As Umeshu starts to blurt out his response, the Makaioshin says that King Deborah is dead. A shocked look falls over Umeshu. What? But how? As the Dark Lord of Lords, after having my youth restored, I am in touch with every living being in this realm. The King of Demons was killed serving some peasant wizard in order to resurrect an evil that, while is amusing, is insignificant in terms of power. So now, wouldn't that make you King Umeshu? With that said, I will get to my point. As the Makaioshin, with my full power, I am able to appoint a demon with godly destruction powers. It is my divine right, in accordance with the rules of the god hierarchy. We will have a lifelink, and this will grant you power well beyond your imagination, so your power will be far greater than any god in the living universe. With the thought of finally having godly powers and realizing that Deborah is dead, he accepts the Dark Lord of Lords' offer. Umeshu now states, fine, I will become the so-called demon god of destruction, and upon making that decision out loud, a power forms in front of Mechikabura and enters Umeshu, filling him up with dark energy well beyond his imagination. After transforming, the first demon god of destruction is now born. Now together, the Dark Lord of Lords and demon god of destruction Umeshu make preparations to take over heaven, hell, and the gods of the above universe. Well, that is it for my story, The Rise of Umeshu, the demon god of destruction, and I wanted to tell a full story of the Makaioshin as well to set up my adaptation of how I feel that they could incorporate the Demon Realm arc into Dragon Ball Super. Obviously, in this story, I used several continuities, some info from guides, and I had to retcon a few things so it would fit into Super, which is probably what Toriyama will have to do anyways. With that said, I always love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.